All right, let's actually build a real voice AI agent, not some demo that you see online, but something that you can actually put in front of a business and charge anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000. This video has different sections, so I'm going to walk you through everything step by step so you understand how everything works end to end. By the end of this video, you will know how to build a voice agent that answers call, understand intents, handles objections, and books appointments inside Google Calendar using a tool called Vapi. And once you understand the basic structure of how this works, you will be able to build a voice agent for any service-based business, be it real estate, pest control, dentists, whatever. So without further ado, let's get into it. This is what the Vapi dashboard looks like once you sign up. In the beginning, it might look a little bit complex, but once you figure out how many tools we need, you will realize it's not that hard at all. And we're not going to be using every single tool out here because we are only building a simple appointment setter that we can actually sell to businesses for a premium retainer. Okay, so at the left side, as you can see, assistants. This is one of the most important section here. This is where we'll be configuring our agent. Then you have squads. Squads is basically a group of agents that can perform different tasks, and one agent can hand off one task to another. We won't need that right now, so I'm not going to go into the detail. Tools. Guys, when it comes to tools, you need to understand that an AI agent can never perform a task unless it's connected to some outside world. Tools are basically ways with which our agent can perform actions. For example, when it has to book an appointment in the Google Calendar, we will need a tool for that. If you click on create tool, you will see a bunch of stuff here. If you create on custom tool, this is what you basically see. Now custom tools are used when you have to connect your agent to the outside world, outside of Vapi, like in N10 or make.com. But the tools that we're gonna be using inside Vapi are gonna be Google Sheets, Google Calendar, Create Event, and check availability, so we won't have to go outside Vapi for now. Then you have phone numbers. Phone numbers, we'll be using a phone number by Vapi, provided by Vapi, but you can also connect Twilio phone number and stuff like that. Then you have the voice library, all the voices that are available for your agent.
You must welcome change as the rule, but
right, we're going to be using 11 labs for our voice. Then you have the API keys. Then you have more workflows, outbound files, integrations. We don't need all of this. We only need integrations, which is basically integrating Vapi with Google Calendar and Google Sheets. That's all. Then you have test suites where you can test your agents. Evals is still in beta. I'm not going to go into the detail. All right, and then you have boards to show your clients how much the agent is costing and how much time it's performing every single day. Call logs is basically something that you check when your agent is not performing well, so you can see where it is going wrong. You have chat logs, session logs. None of this we need right now. Okay, so let's get into building. I'm going to create a new assistant. Let's name it Riley. And start with the blank template. Okay, before we go into the detail, you have to understand the cost and latency. Cost depends on latency. Latency is the time difference between when the user speaks and when the agent speaks. Now, the good latency for a call where it doesn't sound robotic is anywhere from 800 to 1200. Make sure it doesn't exceed 1200. Right now you can see this ms. This is basically milliseconds, so 1050 millisecond means basically 1 second, right? So we have to set it up that it's between 800 and 1200. Below 800 it sounds robotic. Above 1200 it just takes too much time to contemplate what the user is saying. It doesn't feel right. And once you're changing all of these different things, you will be seeing the changings in the cost. Latency depends on 4 things, which is the transcriber, the model, the LLM model, then the voice which we're using, and the transporter. So let's configure our model right now. We're going to be using AI for this one, but there are other LLMs that you can use. Now, when it comes to the model that we're going to use, this is very important. You have to select the model that is conversational and has good latency. Right now, the default is very good that Vapi provides, GPT-4o cluster. As you can see, this one right here, it is multi-model, conversational, and it is standard with a very good latency, and cost is also it's less than a freaking cent, right? But there are other models as well that you can play with, but they have high latencies and different costs. But in my experience, GPT-4o cluster works really best with appointment setters. Okay, now the first message is we're gonna keep it at assistant speaks first. Now the first message is gonna be this one right here. Then you have the system prompt. This is probably the most important part of the agent when you're configuring. System prompt are basically instructions what our agent will be using while calling or setting an appointment. I have already made the system prompt for our current agent for the wellness industry, but don't worry, I will give you this exact prompt that you can use in your own agents. And also I will be giving you at the end of the video a prompt for ChatGPT that you can use to generate system prompt for any sort of agent in any sort of industry, be it real estate, pest control, insurance, whatever local business it is. All you have to do, insert the time zone and the industry niche, and then you will have the system prompt. I'm going to give you that GPT prompt at the end of the video. Okay, so let's copy and paste this system prompt right here. Okay, the model is pretty much configured, and let's close it right now. Voice configuration, we're going to be using 11 labs, as I mentioned, because right now it is the best in the industry when it comes to AI voices. So select 11 labs, and the voice, there is one voice that I really like in 11 labs, and they don't provide it here. So I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna add that voice here. So the first thing is add voice ID manually. So let's get that ID right now. Go to the 11 labs, voices, and apply filters, choose language English, accent American, make sure that it's conversational agent and female. Okay, that's all we need. Apply filters. The third agent, Hope. This is the voice that I really like. Listen to this yourself.
Okay, so this might sound silly, but I just got this weird sparkly feeling in my chest, and I think I'm actually falling in love.
See the way she uses ums and ahs and pauses? That's what makes it so conversational and realistic. But there are other voice agents you can play with.
So like this guy walks up to me and says, "Hey miss, did you park your..."
Right. So we're going to use Hope here. Click on the three dots, copy voice ID, go back to Vapi, paste it here. Okay, the model is 11 Turbo V2.5. Let's see, once I publish it, we'll be able to see how these models are affecting our latency. So we'll be able to adjust it accordingly. So let's publish it. See, the latency is still 1050. Sometimes what happens is that when you use different providers, because I told you the voice providers affect latency. Right now we have 11 labs, right? And you can see it shows 11 labs Turbo V2.5. Oh, now it's showing 1200 ms, so it's not that good, so we'll have to decrease it. I'm gonna click on the model for 11 labs, and let's go with the version 2. Let's see how this plays out. See, it's 875 now. So what happened was the voice model that we were using, it increased the latency above, it didn't increase above 1200, but it was at 1200, which is not that good. But I decreased it to 875 just by changing the model of the voice provider that we're using. Right now we have the voice configured. We don't need additional configuration, no fallback voices. Fallback voices is basically if your LLM is hallucinating and it's not performing well, or the server is down, the agent will transfer the call to another agent, and that's basically a fallback voice for your agent, right? We don't need it right now. Then the transcriber is, we're going to use DeepGram, the best in the industry right now, the default. Tools, we haven't made any tools yet. These two function tools are only, they're not configured. We're going to be building tools right now in the in a bit. Then nothing else basically. Now, in order to connect Vapi, this agent, this Riley, to an outside provider, what you will be doing is you will be using an HTTPS request, right? And the way you're gonna connect Vapi with the outside world is get that production URL from whatever outside, automation builder you're using, Make or Anyten. Let's say it's Anyten. You're gonna use a production URL of the HTTPS request, and you're gonna go to the messaging and paste that server URL right here, right? This is how you connect Vapi from the outside tool builders, right? Anyten or make.com or relevance or whatever. So we don't need it right now, so I'm not gonna configure it, just to guys give you a little bit knowledge on how we connect it actually to the outside tools. Okay, so our agent here is configured. Let's move to the tools right now. So I'm gonna be creating 3 tools here: calendar, and then checking availability, and Google Sheets. So let's build our first tool. Let's start with Google Calendar, create event. Okay, now let's name it Google Sheets tool. Don't worry, you will get this in entire document in the description. I'll paste the link there. Okay, let's name it this. We don't need to add description here. It's only for the inside. Now we need calendar ID and time zone. Okay, so let's get the calendar ID. Go to your Google Calendar, and we're going to be creating a new calendar here. So as you can see on the left side, other calendars, click on plus and create a new calendar. Let's name it Wellness Partners. Time zone, we're going to be using New York, Eastern Standard Time. Where is it? Eastern European, Central European. Where the fuck is it? There you go. New York. Okay. Create calendar. There you have it. In order to get the calendar ID, we're gonna use we're gonna click on the calendar on the left side, and then scroll down. This is where you can get the calendar ID. Copy it, paste it right here. Now, as you know, we used New York, so I'm gonna be using New York here too, and then I'm gonna click save. Okay, now our Google sorry, I named it Google Sheets. Sorry, this was Google Event Calendar. Sorry about that. Google Calendar Event Tool. Yeah, there you go. Save it. Now, what this tool is going to do is create the appointment inside our calendar. Okay, right here. And I'll be showing you guys at the end when we're gonna test this agent. Okay, let's create our second tool. Check availability. Okay, let's name it Google Calendar Check Availability Tool. I think it was basically the same name. No need for a description. Now, again, we need the same calendar ID and time zone. Time zone is gonna be American New York. Calendar ID, let's get it again. Google Calendar. Copy the ID, paste it here, save it. Okay, now check availability tool is connected to, and what this tool is going to do is before setting up any appointment, it will check the calendar whether or not we have that slot available for the caller. Okay, Now let's create our final tool, which is Google Sheets. Okay, let's name it. Yeah, I think it's the default name again. Okay, no need for the description again. We need a spreadsheet ID and the range. Okay, the spreadsheet ID, I've already created the sheet for this and named it Wellness Partners. Make sure that there is no spaces in the name. And also make sure to change the name of your tab right here to whatever the name is right here. Okay. And another thing that you're going to do is for the phone number, you're going to click this row and then format number and make sure it's on plain text, because when Vapi, when our agent is inserting the phone numbers here, the default of Google Sheet is, there are different rules and stuff like that. So number is not in a correct format. So we have to make sure that it's plain format. Okay. So we need, what do we need? We need a spreadsheet ID and range. So in order to get the spreadsheet ID, you can see in the URL right here, it starts from D and ends at edit. Between both these things, we have a string, which is the Google Sheet ID. I'm going to copy this, paste it right here. Okay, now we need the range. In order to get the range of any sheet, I have a prompt from ChatGPT. So the way it's going to work is you're going to open ChatGPT here. Okay, wait, okay, let's use this one. I'm going to be taking the screenshot of this. Okay, then I'm going to use this prompt. It's called sheet parser prompt. Give me the sheet name plus A1 range I should use for this appending data. Click on it. Now we have the A1 range, which is Wellness Partners A to C. I'm going to copy this and paste it right here. Okay, save it. Now we have all of our tools configured. Let's delete these two because we don't need this. Now the next step is connecting these tools with the assistant. Go to the assistant, go to the tools, select all, which is only 3 we have. That's it, publish it. Now our tools are connected. So Riley now knows what tools to use for what specific task. Now, another very important thing to do is that since our tools are connected, but Vapi itself isn't connected to our Google Sheets and Google Calendar. So in order to do that, we're going to go to More and Integrations. Search for Google Calendar, Google Sheets. We need to connect these two. Click on Google Calendar, connect. Connecting Google Calendar Sheet is just like signing up. You just have to click a couple of buttons and then you're good to go. Now our Google Calendar is connected. Now let's connect the Google Sheets. Go back to integrations, search for Sheets, connect. Make sure it's the same account that you're using inside Vapi which is connected to your Sheets and Calendar as well. Okay, so Google Sheets are connected too. Now, let's test our agent, right? Click Talk to Assistant.
Thank you for calling Wellness Partners. This is Riley. How may I help you today?
Hi, Riley. I would like to book up a consultation for tomorrow.
I'd be happy to help you with scheduling. Could you tell me what type of consultation you're looking to book?
I don't know, your primary consultation?
Great. A primary care consultation is a good choice for general health concerns. Do you have a specific provider you'd like to see, or would you prefer the first available appointment?
I don't know any of your providers, so let's go with the first available appointment.
No problem. Are you a returning patient, or will this be your first appointment with us?
First time.
Since this is your first visit, please arrive 20 minutes before your appointment to complete new patient forms. I'll need to collect some basic information from you. Could I have your full name, date of birth, and a phone number where we can reach you?
Yes, my full name is Mike Tyson. My date of birth is 9th July 1992, and my phone number is 111-222-3333.
Thank you, Mike. What time tomorrow would work best for your appointment? Do you prefer a morning, afternoon, or early evening appointment?
Can we do early morning, 10 a.m.?
Just to confirm before I schedule it, should I book a primary care consultation for you on January 19th, 2026 at 10 a.m.?
Yes, Riley. Yes.
Your primary care consultation is scheduled for tomorrow, January 19th, 2026 at 10 a.m. Please arrive 20 minutes early to complete new patient forms and bring your insurance card and photo ID. The appointment will last approximately 30 minutes. Thank you for scheduling with Wellness Partners. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
No, Riley. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you for scheduling with Wellness Partners and have a great day.
Now let's check our calendar and sheets. Primary consultation, 8 p.m. This is a different time zone because I live in a different time zone. So primary care consultation, Mike Tyson. Let's check Google Sheets. You have Mike Tyson, date of birth, and phone number. So guys, it's working properly, and sometimes these tools won't be working successfully. You just have to make sure that you have the correct calendar ID, you have the correct spreadsheet ID, and both of these tools are connected to Vapi directly, okay, in the integration section. Okay, now this section is, I'm gonna break down the cost of this agent running practically inside a business. So when you're pitching to a business, you should be able to explain the ROI, right? So first thing first, you need to understand that booking per appointment is going to be configured based on the minutes, right? And the rate that we usually get from these agents is 0.15 to 0.17. Our exceeded around 0.21, so it's still not that much. And the average length of a call in setting up an appointment is 2 to 4 minutes per call, right? Setting up an appointment doesn't take longer than this. The cost per booked appointment for a business owner would be anywhere from 0.4 to 0.7 dollars, 4 to 7 cents. And if we are to exceed this on a monthly timeline, so let's say that a business has 50 bookings every month on average, then this tool will cost around 25 to 35 dollars a month. And if a business has 100 bookings, 45 to 70. With 300 bookings, 135 to 200 dollars. With this calculator, you can calculate any sort of cost, for whatever number of appointments that a business has. Now, in order to make sure that this is the cost, we have to make sure the latency is between 800 milliseconds to 1 second, which is around 1200 seconds as well, which is fine, but just don't exceed 1200 ms. Okay, so this is the cost breakdown. Okay, so the last part of this tutorial is connecting the phone number. So in order to do that, you have to go to phone numbers and then create a phone number. So you have a bunch of different options here. You can use Vapi SIP. This is the number that Vapi provides itself. You can import from Twilio, Vonage, Telnix, and BYO SIP trunk number as well. You will need, for all of these, you will need the credentials. Let's say for Twilio, you will need Twilio SID and their auth token. We're going to use a free Vapi number for this tutorial purpose. So let's give it a state code. Let's go with 452. Let's see if we have this number. No, we don't have it. Let's see 313. Okay, let's name it Riley. And now we have the inbound phone number. So the next thing is we're gonna connect this with the agent. As you can see here, assistant, select the assistant. We have Riley here. Select Riley, save. So now our phone number is connected to our agent. Let me show this to you guys real quick. This phone number from my phone right here. We have, I'm dialing it right now on my iPhone, 313-306 and 9559. We just have to make sure this is Riley, right? So I'm gonna dial it.
This is Riley. How may I help you today?
Hi Riley, I would like to book up a consultation for tomorrow.
I'd be happy to help you with that. What type of appointment are you looking to schedule for tomorrow?
What type do you guys have?
We offer various types of appointments, primary care and both illnesses.
She said primary care. So that's how you connect your phone number with your agent. Okay, that's pretty much it. Just a quick outro. If you like this tutorial, I would appreciate if you guys like this and subscribe the channel. One of the important things that I wanted to say here before you go is that there's a lot of noise out there right now. When it comes to AI, everyone seems to have answers for everything. But let me tell you something. No one has all the answers. Okay, we don't know how AI is gonna play out in the next 4 or 5 years. We just have predictions. When it comes to actually building tools that boost productivity that you can sell to businesses for money, I build those sort of tools and I sell those to businesses. So if you stick around, you're gonna find a lot of value because I will just be doing cool shit, building cool shit with AI, and I will be documenting all of it on this channel. If you stick around, you will see everything, and I'm not gonna hide anything from you guys. Because I realize that honesty is something that you can't compromise on, even online, right? People figure out whether you're or not you're hiding something. You probably even won't have to sort of buy any sort of course, also, So all of the value that you need to build these tools, I'm gonna make sure that you guys have it on this channel. Okay, all the resources are in the description. I'll see you guys in the next one.